welcome or welcome back. This is Stephanie with Steph's on a Budget. We are going to be putting together our March 8th budget with me. You guys, obviously you can hear that I'm still sick. What the heck? This is like day 9 of this cold. So Wednesday was the worst by far. I felt horrible and pretty much just slept all day. Finally called into work. I was like, I can't even get the minimum calls done today, you guys. So sorry. So I called off Wednesday, pretty much slept all day. And then yesterday, the mornings and nights are the worst. They're the roughest. I haven't slept good in a really long time. But then like Wednesday night, I slept pretty decently, even after sleeping all day. And I woke up yesterday feeling kind of crummy. So I was like, I'm going to take one more day at work. And then like a couple hours into the day, I felt actually really good. And I was like, okay, that must have been like the final knockout. And now I'm turning the corner. And so I felt pretty good yesterday. I did a few chores, like some laundry, but still kind of bummed around. Took another day off of work. And then last night I slept like crap and I feel just terrible again. So I don't know what this thing is. Like Wednesday, I was telling myself, okay, I think you should like do a telehealth appointment or something. But then, I don't know. As a nurse, like I feel like if we're not dying, we ignore things. But I was just like, there's nothing they can do. This is just a cold. Like at best, I might be running a low-grade fever from time to time, and I don't even really feel it. But when I take the Motrin and the Motrin kicks in, I can feel like the fever breaking. But that would be like the only indication that there might be some sort of fever. The cough is terrible. My voice is terrible. The drainage is garbage, you guys. That's the worst part. So then you know how it is. You get like upset stomach. So it's just like, it's just a cold. It's a virus. They're going to just say hydrate and rest. There's nothing we could do. But then I was like, I feel like, what if I have a sinus infection? But it doesn't, I don't know. It just doesn't quite feel like that just yet. But then this morning I woke up and like my eyes are like barely opening, like they're so puppy. And so I don't know, you guys. I feel at least decent enough to get a video out for you. So please excuse this horrible voice. I don't know. Hopefully there's not much more of this hanging around. But man, I haven't been really like sick like this with like a cold anyways in a really long time. So I guess I was just due. I don't know. But okay, thanks for hanging in with me. Sorry for missing the videos this week, you guys, but rest is good. And thank you everybody who reached out and sent good, get well wishes. I appreciate y'all so much. I hope you're all staying healthy out there. It's been so nice. And then this morning I went to take Kennedy to the bus stop, and it's like raining snow flurries. I'm like, snow, really? But not really snow, but I don't know, not quite rain either. You guys know what I'm talking about. So weird. Okay, let's get to the budget with me, what you're here for. So today's Friday, payday. So we're budgeting kind of late, but just is what it is. Thankfully we're pretty much, this is another great thing about the highlight method is once you have your month set up, you're pretty much ready to go. So, it's pretty much minimal effort from here on out now, adding it into the budget. So at least we have that. The hard work is essentially done. So we're getting paid here on the 8th, you guys. We're looking to pay everything that's highlighted in purple. And I do think everything on this list is going to get paid. So, good news is, in my last video, I kind of talked about Kennedy's cheer and how I haven't been able to get a hold of anybody, and I don't know if it's going to hit my account. It didn't. And I'm like texting my sister-in-law, my bestie. I'm like, hey, did cheer come out for you already? And she's like, yep, yesterday. And I was like, okay, it didn't come out for me. So I guess that means like they got all my emails and everything's good. I can't believe they don't respond to the email. And she's like, I know. But, so we had that little extra in the budget, which was good. All right, so let's go ahead and pull out the paycheck budget tracker. If you are new here to my channel, I use the Budget Mom printable workbook. I print it out, stick it in a happy planner, and that's what I use to do my budgets. And then I use her highlighter method to set up, you know, like a monthly budget essentially, and we just build off of that. So if you're really new to my channel and you're new to the Budget Mom and the highlight method, go back a couple videos and you'll see how we set up the month of March to get the highlight method in place, which makes this part that much easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the budget book out of our way, y'all. And you know what, I'm gonna set it to the side here if it's not in our way. So it's kind of in the corner there, just ignore it, y'all. But we are gonna jump on in. Oh, and for some reason, I must have needed to reprint this one because it's on just regular, really thin copy paper. And you guys know me, I cannot write on one sheet of paper. So let me grab something really quick. All right, a couple extra papers. I'm just like too heavy-handed. Writing on this thin little piece of paper just is not gonna work for me. The biggest reason I love the like Happy Planner disc bound system is because I'm left-handed, and so spiral bound notebooks, especially thick ones like this, even these rings, they are in my way when I'm trying to write, and so being able to pull out the papers is super nice for someone like me. So I'm gonna tilt you a little bit, and we're just gonna budget our usual here, you guys. Nothing fancy going on this payday. My chair is awfully squeaky. It's probably like, hey, we're getting a little heavy over here. Okay, so we've got pay 1 and our pay 2. And because it's payday already, we already got paid. So I'm just going to, I'm gonna set it up as the budget, but the pay is the actual. Usually I would budget for our bare minimum, which for usually pay 1 is about $2,800. Pay 2 is usually about $1,700. Both of those came in higher. And so let me get those numbers really quick. Okay, sorry, I had wrote it down on a little notepad because I film on my phone, so I can't get into my account while I'm filming. But our pay 1 came in at $3,001.71. And our pay 2 came in at $2,219.94, which gave us a total income of $5,221.55. So I'll leave the cents up here, but I'm not gonna bring cents down into the budget, you guys, because that's just too much to deal with. Let me grab a calculator. Okay, sorry for all the interruptions. I'm definitely like out of practice. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start now that we have our income. We're gonna go ahead and move down to our fixed expenses or our bills or our 4 walls, whatever you wanna call these. These are the must get pays, right, you guys? So we split our mortgage into 2. So we're gonna be setting aside half of the mortgage to get ready to pay for April. We also have our natural gas bill for our home. Okay, so our mortgage half is $1,135 this paycheck, and our gas bill came in at $148 for last month. All right, this is going to be a little bit different. So we have our personal loan debt snowball. Now, if you're familiar with the Budget Mom, there's this section down here for extra debt, which I've used before, but I'm going to go back to how I used to budget originally. And that's by leaving the debt snowballs in the fixed expenses. So I'm not tempted to use that money elsewhere. So we have our personal loan that we paid off in January. That used to be $150, and now we're snowballing that into our next debt, which is our credit card. So we're going to put that in there. Then we have our electric bill for the house, also on the 10th, and that came in for $187 last month. Okay. We have our home water bill. It's like time for utilities here, you guys. That is $116 this month. We have our City 2 card, and that minimum payment is $115. We have our car insurance. on the 15th, and that's at $586. If you're new here, our car insurance covers, it covers 4 vehicles, 5 drivers. So we've got a lot of coverage on our insurance. And it's high. It's one of the highest we've ever had. I think it's just, the way of life right now. So, okay, we have Apple Music, and I'm going to put an A here to indicate this is on auto pay. Also on the 15th, that's $19, that subscription. I love Apple Music. I use it daily. Okay, then we have Netflix. Also on auto pay, so I'm going to give it that little A, and it's at $25 now. Okay, and then we have our current debt that we're working on is our Discover card. And that minimum payment that we make is $200. So that looks good. We're gonna have $350 to throw at that just this payday, which is awesome. Excuse me, you guys. I'll try to edit out as much coughing as I can. So if there's weird breaks, that's what's going on. All right, and then we have our Subaru on 21st, and that's for $459. Okay. I think that was everything. That looks like everything. Okay, so let's add that all up. Let me just bring this over here because I can't just to reach that. Okay. All right, we've got $3,140 for fixed expenses, which is feels right. And if we take that from our income, that leaves us with $2,081. So we're going to bring that $2,081 down here to our variable expenses or our cash envelopes. And no changes here, y'all. We've got our groceries still sticking with the $300. Costco is going to get $100. Gas, I'm going to bump this up a little bit to $175. I have some further traveling to do for work over the next 2 weeks. And a lot more because I've essentially had to cancel like the last 10 days of visits and stuff. So I'm going to be hustling it, unfortunately. Miscellaneous is going to get its usual $40, you guys. And then same for the house and beauty. $40 there. We do takeout at $100. We have our pets, and that gets $25. And then we pay for drinking water, you guys. That's going to get $38. So we just go to a place and fill up our water for our dispenser. And then we have spending, and that's going to get $360. Okay, let's add that all up. We're looking at $1178. And if we take that from the $2,081, that leaves us with $903. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, so we're going to bring that up to here, to our sinking fund. Okay. We've got our month ahead. We've got our emergency fund. Christmas. The hubby's birthday's this month, so I need to get some money into there. And then we have our debt binder and savings challenges. Oops. Okay. All right. So month ahead gets $33. The emergency fund, we have a goal of adding $1,000 to our current emergency fund this year. And in order to do that, it's about $40 a payday. So I'm setting aside $40 for that. We try to put $100 into Christmas every payday. So we're going to do that. We're going to put $100 into our birthday sinking fund. we're gonna put 300 into our debt binder. Let's see where we're at, you guys. So 903 minus all of this leaves us with 330. So we're gonna do 150 into our regular savings challenges, which leaves us with 180. So I'm gonna just put the 180 left over right here. And then we're gonna knock it down here to our extra savings. And I'm working on building back up my checking buffer. I used to have a buffer anywhere between 500 to 1,000 in my checking, and we've essentially like wiped that out just with like inflation and overspending and just being less strict on the budget. And so now I've found ourselves in a position where I'm trying to build that back up. So I am gonna put this 180 into our checking buffer, which I know seems like a lot, but a couple of really good times of just doing this will take care of that for me. So, and then I can kind of get back on track, putting that into challenges or sinking funds or whatnot. So, we're not going to be spending this money, but we're giving it a job, which will then bring us to a zero-based budget. Let me just add this up really quick so I can fill in that number. Okay, so we're putting 723 into sinking funds and savings challenges and whatnot. All right, you guys, that gets us to a zero-based budget for our paycheck of March the 8th, 2024. Crazy. But we got it done. So you can see how the highlight method really just makes this part quick, right? The hardest part from here is if you want to make adjustments on your variables and what you're going to do with your extra savings and debt. So we are set. Thank you guys for hanging in with me. I'm glad I could get a video up. I'm going to try to edit it and get it posted for you today. So there's a video for you. Stay tuned. My husband did get his bonus last week. Obviously, I wasn't able to share that budgeting piece of information with you guys because I was sick, but we had we made a big extra debt payment, which is awesome. And then we saved a little bit extra to throw at sinking funds, or not sinking funds, I'm sorry, savings challenges. So tomorrow I should have a bonus savings challenge video for you guys. So I'm going to work on getting that up as well. Fingers crossed. But, oh, actually, pause. I'm going to insert here really quick because we missed Wednesday's video. I missed the quick little spontaneous minis giveaway. So I'm going to go ahead and add in a clip of the winners of that mini giveaway. Remember, you guys needed to be publicly subscribed. And if you're international, I'm not going to be mailing the minis to you. I'll send you an email of whatever mini set I choose. They're just going to be random, you guys. What it is when I create a mini, I print them out before I post them to make sure everything looks good and they print well, and I have extras on hand, so I want to gift them to you guys. So they're just going to be at random which one you win. And if you are the winner, the easiest thing to do is to actually just message me on my Etsy, Stefsonabudget, and I will get those sent out to you. So here is the insert for the winners of the mini giveaway. Thank you to everybody for watching and entering, and good luck. Okay, you guys, congratulations to all the winners. Again, if you'll just message me on Etsy if you're the winner, I will have you go back in and edit your YouTube comment so that I can confirm that it's you. So please be prepared to do that, and I will get you your minis sent off. But again, you guys, give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.